Hey there, listeners. It's Gabriel Blythe, survivor in the Salt Lake area. And it's been a long time since it's just been you and me. So we are doing just a Gabe week. I've locked the studio, and I am getting my routine back on track somewhat. So, no interruptions or surprise guests. And pray we don't get any surprises like another raid of the others, which I've been seeing a lot more lately. So, how are you doing? How are you handling all of this change? I said this what feels like forever ago, but I like to think you are actually replying to me, that you can hear me. Do you? Just so you can hear your own voice out loud? Maybe if you feel truly isolated, it gives you a sense of community, or some sort of parasocial relationship. Yeah, Gabe's been reading again. So how about this? I'll give you the next few moments to tell me what's going on in your head. Just let it all out, okay? Ready? And go. Mm-hmm. Go on. Hmm. Well, that sounds pretty tough. That's something I don't know if I could handle that as well as you have. But thanks for letting me know. I know it can be hard to be vulnerable like that, but thank you for trusting me with this. I think you're doing the right thing. You are heading in the right direction, and I believe in you. Simple as that. Nights. I missed this. I missed being able to just ramble, not worry about what other people would do, feel like I have to be on or a babysitter. Just let me be my truest self. Allow myself to pretend that someone was listening and they were just like me. Now I know that the Crown has listened to all of my ramblings, and I don't think that's really set in yet. That there's this small group of people who know I'm here and are actively listening to these silly little ramblings. Can I ask you, do you think we should go back to the way things were? Or is this a chance to rebuild a broken and flawed system? I ask because RQ was saying that the Crown is full of lies, and they were keeping secrets from us. I tried probing for what they were lying about, but as usual, she was evasive. She said, "Ask your new best friends." Sorry, I'm terrible at doing impressions. RQ then stormed off, so RQ is doing better? I think it's fair to say that, but she seems to be getting back to her usual self. She doesn't come around here as often, and I miss that. I think it's just a little too bad. It makes walks from our flats to the studio and the patch of farm a lot more lonely, which, as I say those words out loud, feels very ironic. I would have killed last year to just have that simple complaint, being too alone. I was so desperate for someone to talk to. Is that growth? Or just an adjustment to the circumstances? I know I talk about how we endure and adapt to our world. It's a feature of us being human. This undeniable hope for growth and change. But are we really changing or just reacting? There's that determinism talk again. Let's avoid that embarrassment. Speaking of my shame, Lancelot and Gaheris. I cannot tell you the feelings I have knowing that the crown is here. Lancelot is an absolute blast. He has so many stories. I think next week I'll have him on just to tell a story. He's got so many. Sometimes I legitimately think he's just making them up. He's just fantastic at improv. But the next day, he'll be telling me a new story and tie it back into yesterday's. He seems genuinely... not just genuine, but very sincere about who he is, what he wants. He asks a lot of questions, not just about me, although it is very flattering that he does, but about the world around him. How high are the mountains? What's the oldest building here? He was amazed about the secret tunnels. Of course, I answered all of his questions. Do I think he's giving me everything in return? Of course not. You don't hang around our queue without learning how to be a little suspicious of others. I mean, you only need to be thrown out of a window once to know that not everyone cares about your best interests. But I figure it's something top secret and a waste of my time, and maybe even yours, to pry for. And secrets might as well be Gaheris' middle name. Gaheris Secrets Mission Goal. That's stupid. But it feels apt. And I'm sure Lancelot would agree with me. I can't seem to connect with her at all. Not that I need to be her friend, but it'd be nice to know we're at least on the same team. What team, you ask? The team of trying to survive in this world. I don't even need to build any sort of camaraderie. Just knowing that she's there physically. Sometimes I swear she does the Batman thing. One moment there, next, poof, gone. You have anyone like that? Just distant in every sense of the word. I just have no idea where I stand with this person. And that's the most frustrating part. Am I part of her secretive list of objectives and goals? No idea. But at the end of the day, does it matter? I mean, in a small sense, maybe? Maybe we're the last humans on this continent. If there are only a couple 100,000 humans still out there, maybe we should try and get along. But you know, some people are just happy being alone. Well, I think that's enough checking in on my side of things. Thanks for listening, Survivor. I thought about giving you a quirky, fun nickname, but that is saved for friends. And I don't know if we're friends. And Gaharris has made me feel very self-conscious about my relationships with others. Am I being annoying? Not attentive enough? Who knows? All I know is you are still there. You still matter to me, and I want you safe. I hope you are. I hope that the world, as it is now, is kind to you. And if you need a new one, come join me. You know where I am. Just follow the subtle arguing between Lancelot and Gaharris that they think no one can hear. It's nice and warm currently. Get plenty of water and stay safe. Like always, you aren't alone, and you don't have to be. That felt good.